Hey guys, welcome to today's video. I am talking about two different portals that are currently open, one of them being the Lionsgate Portal, but in addition to the Lionsgate Portal, there's also another portal open called the Sirius Star Portal. What is the Sirius Star? It's a star, obviously, that is currently actually on the horizon, can be seen on the horizon. So these two portals are basically simultaneously open at this time, which is a pretty big deal. It brings in and ushers in a lot of really awesome spiritual energy with the Lionsgate portal. So let's get into all the different things that I wrote down here about these two portals, because the time frame during which these portals are open are going to be important energetically. And also a lot of different things can happen during this time, and we have a huge opportunity to also upgrade during this time. So the Lionsgate portal is open from July 28th until August the 12th. So everyone, I keep seeing people out there making videos about Lionsgate, but they're always talking about 8/8 and 8/8. So August 8th is the peak of the portal. That is when the energy is most amplified and the strongest during Lionsgate, but the portal actually opened on July 28th and will stay open until August the 12th. So we can capitalize on the energy from this portal during that time. And like I said, it's going to be peaking on the 8th of August. Then the Sirius portal is open from July the 26th, so a little bit earlier than the Lionsgate. And that one is going to be closing on August 11th, so just a day before the Lionsgate actually closes. Now, the Sirius portal is representing an opportunity to enter into another or a new experience. So this could be in any or all areas of your life or many different areas of your life, but there is this opportunity for elevation into a completely new experience, something that perhaps you've never had before. So that's what Sirius is bringing in energetically and allowing us to experience. So during this time, feeling your feelings is going to be really, really important. And last night, actually, during the full moon, it was a really fucking crazy, intense full moon. And I was definitely all up in my feels about it. And it was a bit challenging, I'll be honest. There was just like a lot of weird emotional shit coming up for me. So I was really struggling with it. But I decided just to have like a half a glass of wine just to kind of take the edge off a little bit, and it was perfect. But it's really, and I was reminded while I was having my glass of wine to like stay in your feelings, like try not to numb out at this time. It's really important to really let yourself feel whatever wants to come to the surface, because there is going to be some stuff coming to the surface that you're not going to like, you're not going to appreciate, you're not going to want to feel. Definitely some pain and some different things. And you may have actually already felt that last night with the full moon, and you may continue feeling it over the next like week or two, but just know that the more you can accept your feelings and honor them, the better at this time. So it's really key, because Lionsgate is all about heart and opening and heart expansion. So really feeling our feelings at this time is important. And it's like, you gotta just let them surface and don't judge it, and don't try to even necessarily fix it. Like as I was having my glass of wine or half a glass of wine last night, I was getting that sort of message from spirit, like, you don't need this. Like, you really need to just feel the intensity of what you're feeling right now. And it's okay if it's, a bit intense and if it's hard and whatever, but like, stay in it. And I was just trying not to judge myself over it too. So that was good. Also during the Lionsgate, so during this sort of 2-week period, pay attention to synchronicities. Synchronicities are basically signs from the universe that inform you on what actions to take. So it's really important to pay attention. What's showing up for you? Are there repeated animals, like a bird, for example, or like the same kind of insect repeatedly showing up for you? Is there like other signs, messages, number sequences, like 333, 222, 111, all that stuff? Is there anything like certain names or certain words or certain things like that popping up on side of trucks or on license plates or whatever? pay attention to whatever synchronicities are showing up for you right now. And maybe even write them down in your journal just to keep track of like what messages are coming in for you at this time. And definitely Google them, like look them up online and see what they mean, so that you can get a deeper understanding about what you're basically aligning with at this time and what actions Spirit wants you to take at this time. Also, pay attention to your intuition. So what gut feelings are you getting at this time? Who or what are those feelings connected to? What do you feel like you have to take action on at this time? These are all things to also pay attention to. Your feelings, and this is why numbing the feelings out is not going to be useful during this 2-week period, because it's really, really important to stay connected to intuition. Yeah, so for me too, like that half a glass was just sort of really just barely took the edge off, but allowed me to stay present and allowed me to stay connected. So I wasn't feeling checked out, I wasn't drunk, I wasn't even buzzing, so it was good. Explore your inner truth to gain wisdom from your higher self, from the cosmos, and from your ancestors. There's definitely inner work that needs to be done at this time, and inner reflection. And I was feeling that yesterday. I was definitely reflecting on some of the shit that was coming up for me personally. And just really kind of thinking about, how to process those feelings and those emotions. And I feel like for the most part, I handled them pretty well. So it was good. Tune in by quieting your mind. That's the simplest way. And I sat here, I was listening to music at first, and then I just had sort of this inclination to turn the music off and just kind of like be with myself, be with spirit. I was checking out the moon. It was beautiful. And it was just good. It was like a really, really good connected kind of feeling. I felt really empowered. It was awesome. Leo represents self-expression, showing yourself, being the center of attention. So this is not a time to hide. This is a very, very good time for you to be active and like to get out there, to put yourself out there, to really allow people to see you, allow people to kind of feel you out, allow vulnerability to show. All of that it's just really, really good time during Lionsgate to do those things, because it can yield some kind of a surprise. It can yield some kind of an unexpected situation for you that you may not even have considered possible for you. So self-expression is definitely the way to go during this time. The sun in Leo also amplifies this message. Plus, Sirius is making an appearance at this time, illuminating the energy and the power of authenticity. So Sirius comes in with Lionsgate here at this time because it really wants us to become vulnerable and authentic. And I found that to be very, very accurate, because I've been feeling exceptionally vulnerable and desiring to be authentic, and just more authentic, I guess, than usual. So, and it's like I'm just not judging it. I'm kind of really flowing with it, and it feels really good. So we're all transitioning now into our new selves. This is like a new inner world upgrade process that we're all going through. We're becoming more aligned with ourselves to be able to co-create a new world. So we're actually exiting the matrix basically with Sirius and Lionsgate Portal. It's helping us to elevate out of the matrix and to break free of certain fear paradigms and certain paradigms around limitation and like stress and worry and all that shit. So it's like we're elevating out of that during this time. So this is really, really a good time to check in with your own fears, if there are any fears popping up for you, and just kind of question them right now and ask yourself, why am I feeling this way? And how can I release that? Can I release that? Am I willing to release that? Do I want to release it? Do I want to elevate? Do I want to step into this new or higher plateau for myself where I'm not afraid of anything, where I just absolutely am willing to go for whatever it is I desire, and I'm willing to really put in the effort and the work to be able to get what I desire? That's what it comes down to. Are you willing to take action? Our collective vibration is creating a new world that will be based purely on love, equality, harmony, and peace. And this was a very, very clear message that I was receiving from Spirit. So that's the new paradigm. That's the new elevation. That's the new level that we're reaching, that we're ascending up into. So I feel like that's just so beautiful. So the more we love ourselves and take care of and meet our needs, being mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, the more we raise the bar for humanity's quality of life. This means the collective will demand equality, peace, harmony, and will act with more love and kindness towards each other and the planet. So if you're feeling this sort of urge and this sense to take care of the planet more, to have more kindness and compassion towards other people, to support others in a more positive way, to show up with more love, then know that it's these two portals simultaneously that are open right now that are helping you, that are shifting you into that frequency and into that energy of more love and more compassion, not only for yourself, but for humanity as a whole and for this planet as a whole. So I was at the beach the other day, just as a quick example, and the beach was pretty packed. There was quite a few people. And I noticed it was just like groups of young people. And as I was there and kind of just hanging out, and I always bring like a water bottle and my own things and stuff. But as people started to leave in the evening, they were just like leaving like piles and piles of garbage behind them. And they were just leaving it in the spot that they were hanging out at. And I was absolutely like almost raging. I was so fucking pissed about it. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, really? In 2023, knowing what we know about pollution and about plastic and about all this shit and how we're like killing the planet with it, that we still have like people that are, and like young people that are just like trashing the beach. Like literally it was trash. There was so much shit everywhere. It was absolutely blowing my mind. And it was making me so frustrated that it made me want to go and like get some bags out of my car and just go and pick it up. So while I, can have compassion for people, I don't have compassion for that. I just don't. If you're going to trash this planet, you're trashing yourself. You're trashing your environment. Like, not cool. So we need to smarten up big time and stop doing that. So really wanted to call people out, but I didn't. Trying to keep that peace and harmony. Lionsgate is also a major heart expanding, heart opening energy. So the process of awakening is being propelled forward. Our journey of awakening is being propelled forward with a much more open heart during this time. And again, you can have an open heart, but when it comes to just irresponsible people, I don't know. I was having a really hard time opening my heart to that. So if you are triggered by those unconscious around you, which I was getting triggered at the beach, either distance yourself from them or so that your own awakening is not held back until you get anchored and grounded into your new vibe. So for me, in that moment when I wanted to just basically yell at all these people for trashing the beach, instead I didn't say anything. I just kind of drew back into myself, and I said to my child, I was like, you know what, we're just going to come back and we'll do a little beach cleanup. If they're unconscious about it, then let's at least us be conscious and make a change. So don't allow yourself to get triggered. And if you do get triggered, just try to really ground yourself and definitely distance yourself from the people that are triggering you at this time so that you can really stay in your heart space. Because for me too, I took a couple deep breaths and just calmed myself down and just, I really did go back actually into compassion because I felt myself shift. And then I went back into feeling, like they don't know what the fuck they're doing, clearly. Like they're just unconscious, clearly. So I was trying not to judge those people for that. And that helped, it pulled me back into that place of like peace and love within myself. So that was good. So stay away from triggers or anything that is triggering for you at this time. Showing up for yourself first is going to be very, very important because it nurtures and supports feelings of peace and love within you. Something I'm doing right now for sure, like I'm fasting today. This is the first day after the full moon, so I'm going into like full detox mode and just really focusing on cleaning up my body and keeping myself even higher vibe, and cleaning out your physicality is going to help you to become higher vibe during these portals. So really, really try and support yourself and listen to yourself. Like, what do you need? What does your spirit need? What does your mind need? What does your body need? And really try to listen to that, and drink a lot of water too, because that's going to be very helpful with integrating all of this energy. The most important thing right now is to resonate within the right feelings, because the better you feel, the more you elevate the collective vibration on the planet. So this is why self-care is so important actually right now, and especially during this 2-week window, so that you can really stay in those high vibe feelings, which is helping the collective to shift. It's really incredible. I read something about how one person who is high vibrational in like a room full of 100 people will actually elevate the entire vibration of the room, even if those 100 people are not high vibrational. So don't underestimate your own power, your own individual power, and how much that can shift the energy for other people just by you staying high vibe. Because sometimes we don't realize, how much we are contributing to the collective vibration and energy. So Lionsgate is reminding us of the tipping point that we are at energetically on the planet. We are finally shifting from centuries of pain and suffering into more love and compassion for ourselves and for each other and for this planet. And Lionsgate is kind of a reminder of that every year. Every single year, Lionsgate Portal opens. Every single year, at the same time, this energy shows up for us. It's here. It's supporting us. It's guiding us towards, more love and heart-centered energy. So it's really up to us just to kind of tune into that, be aware of that, and use it to our advantage. Do not override what your higher self is desiring for you to do at this time. Follow through on your feelings, even if what they are telling you to do sounds scary. Your higher self knows your entire life's mission and purpose, and will continue pushing you towards it until the day that you die. There is no expiration date on becoming your true self, on becoming authentic, on becoming vulnerable, on becoming the absolute best version of yourself. There is never an expiration date on that. So keep that in mind. You are constantly going to be pushed, and your soul and your spirit will continuously long for that higher octave of life that you can live here right now. And paying attention to that nudge, to that intuition, to those feelings is really going to help you to align with it faster. So don't ignore. This is not the time to ignore like what your higher self is really truly desiring. And if you don't know what your higher self is truly desiring, then tune in with yourself. Do meditation. Take time out right now, and especially during this window, right, until August 11, August 12, we have an opportunity to really connect to that energy and tune in and see what the energy is saying to us, see what it's invoking within us, see what is rising and what our soul is calling us to do. And I find like I can't hear my soul if my brain is constantly chattering. So the best way for me to hear my soul is to tune in, to meditate, to like really quiet my mind and calm it down, so that I can really just tune into feelings, not thoughts. So do that for yourself. So your higher self has or is your spiritual roadmap to your personal evolution, and knows what you need to experience in this lifetime for maximum soul growth and evolution. Keep that in mind. And this is why it's so important to tune in and listen to what your soul has to say. So for example, like if you feel like starting a YouTube channel right now and you're kind of hesitating, like you're a little bit scared, but you have this like internal nudge, just do it. Just go for it. Like don't hesitate. Don't think about it. If you have like a good idea on like how to do something better, or how you can sort of guide someone. Like you have some type of expertise, then share that expertise, put it out there, let people see it, hear it. Remember I said Lionsgate time is not a time to be shy. It's not a time to be hiding away. It's not a time to be playing it small. You have to come out into the light, start that YouTube channel, start that project, start that whatever that you are desiring to, get into and follow through on, that you feel is something that is a part of your soul's calling, something that has been nudging you or kind of gnawing at you for some time. Go for it right now, because you never know. Like, people never know, whose life you can change or how many lives you can possibly change with what you know and what you have to share. Yeah, so here's another example I wanted to share that I wrote down when I was making these notes. So occasionally, sometimes I'll come across people and whatever, and I'm generally very friendly. So wherever I go, I'm always smiling at people, saying hello, all that stuff. Because I want to share that smile. I want to share, my joy with other people and allow it to be seen on the outside. And so when I do this, sometimes I'll have people come up to me and they'll be like, "You have no idea, like that one simple smile just like completely shifted my entire day. Like I was having such a shit day." I had a guy one time come up to me and he was like, your smile was just so friendly. He's like, "You totally shifted my day today just from smiling at me." This was in the grocery store and it was so kind of weird, caught me off guard, but at the same time, he was just like super appreciative about it. He wasn't weird. He wasn't being a creep, wasn't trying to pick me up, none of that. He just genuinely, I think, was having a really bad day, and just me looking at him and smiling at him in a friendly way really shifted his day. And he actually like said it, like he told me, and that was awesome feedback. And it was like kind of confirmation for me to realize that like, this is what we need more of in the world. Like, cause you never know whose life you're going to change. And in those moments, like, always remember this, in those moments when someone is having a really difficult time with something and you share a smile or you show like a little bit of thought or caring to them, they will remember that forever, like for real, forever. And they're going to remember that because that was such a pivotal moment for them that it just, those memories will stick with us. When we are shown kindness and compassion from a complete stranger that doesn't even know us, and perhaps maybe a family member or someone really close to us had just hurt us, that it's a good reminder for that person that, there is good in the world and there are good people out there. And sometimes maybe family and friends aren't that great in supporting us in the way that we need, but there are other people out there who are still kind, who can still show compassion. And that could really, really shift somebody's world. Like kids too. I always smile at kids when I see them in like grocery stores or in like, they're being pushed around in the cart and whatever. And they just stare. They start staring. And at first, like some kids are like really serious and they kind of don't know what to do with it. And then they kind of look back and I'm still smiling at them and maybe I'll do like a little wave. And then I always get a smile back, like always, every single time. It just makes my day. It totally makes my day. So just thought I'd share that. So stay present in the moment and free yourself of emotional burdens at this time. Manifest from love and gratitude, both for yourself and for God. Gratitude is something that I just absolutely do every day. Every day I open my eyes and I say, thank you. Thank you for another beautiful day, for another opportunity to do better, to be better, to, be present, to be here in this world, to share these thoughts with you guys, to share these videos with you guys. Like, I'm grateful for all of it, all of it. Release desperation. And this was like, I put a little star beside this one. So this is a really, really good time during Lionsgate to release any feelings or energy of desperation. Know that God loves you and wants you to have everything that you desire and have ever desired, that elevates your life and only requires you to align with the feelings of love to get those things. So something that I've learned about manifestation is that in order for me to get the things that I want, I need to elevate myself to that level of feeling, to feeling really, really good within myself, and really trusting the process, like really trusting my own guidance system to lead me there. You know what I mean? Like, I use my feelings now to manifest through gratitude, through feeling really, really good about myself or about things that I'm looking to bring into my life. And I visualize it and I see it and I imagine it and I picture it in a way that feels really, really good to me. And when I do that, it's just incredible how much it shifts my energy and how much it puts me into that energy of receiving it. So it's something that I've noticed. And it's like, that is the way to manifest. It's our feelings that manifest, not our thoughts. Keep that in mind. So, that being said, love for yourself means listening to your heart and taking action on where it's guiding you, having self-confidence and deeply knowing what you deserve, knowing that you deserve love, partnership, wealth, having all of your needs met. Love for yourself also means that you believe that you matter, that you are valuable and unique in your own way, and you don't judge that and you love it. And love for yourself also means that you're willing to honor your own uniqueness by taking care of yourself in whatever way feels good for you. Because listen, our self-care routine really needs to be aligned with our individual need. Okay, so I might be able to get up at 6 and go for a run and do this and do that, where for you, your self-care is, I'm actually going to let myself sleep in a little bit and allow myself to just enjoy a slow morning, right? And take my time drinking my coffee or whatever. Like, it's different for all of us. So don't judge it. Just figure out what you need, what nurtures you, and what makes you feel really good. No matter what others say or how they judge you, just do whatever feels right for you. Don't listen to anybody else. Forget all that. And loving yourself also means that you no longer resonate with fear of anything, because feeling good is so much more important for you. And that is the last point that I wanted to make. So I wanted to leave you with that. Like, feeling good means that you completely like elevate out of fear. There's nothing to fear in life. Nothing. Because if you can get into this feeling and trusting within yourself that everything is always meant to work out and everything is always trying to work out for you, all you have to do is align with that positive feeling that it is aligning for you, then you're going to see how your life can just unfold so effortlessly and so simply. So allow that for yourself and really, really take care of yourself during this Lionsgate. Keep your hearts open, guys. Keep your compassion and your kindness high. Smile at people. Be friendly. Put yourself out there. Don't be shy. Don't hide away. Really just, take this time. Take these next, like, 2 weeks, almost 2 weeks, less than 2 weeks now, to really connect with yourself and stay balanced, stay healthy, and really focus on how you can pour into your cup and fill your cup to the max, to the point where it overflows so much that you can't help but share that love and that kindness and that compassion with everyone that you meet. So that is the message that I was receiving from Spirit that I channeled for Lionsgate and for this Sirius star portal. And I wish you guys a really, really awesome next couple of weeks and hope that you can really tune in to your desires, connect to them, and act on them. So thanks so much for watching. Like and share the video if you think that somebody can benefit from listening to this, and also subscribe to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything, but it really helps to get this message out to a lot more people. So I appreciate all of you, each and every one of you. Thank you so much for the likes and the comments that I see from all of you, and I wish everyone a very, very blessed Lionsgate and Sirius Gate portal.